way to right wrong is to turn the light of truth upon them. Hi sweetheart, how is your day going? Kindly do well to have the very best of the day. You are logged on to MO7 Plus, and of course this is the Regale Show with me, Akosia Purple. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube and Facebook at MO7 Plus, and of course on Instagram at MO7_Plus. Racism is predominantly found in our everyday lives, sometimes in business, in government, at the workplace, or even in football games. Now, this act is done by people who see others to be less important due to their beliefs, color, etc. Under racism today, we will be looking at Black Lives Matter. Give me thumbs up if you know and accept the fact that Black Lives Matter. I'll be doing this with a guest via phone, but before I introduce to you my guest and before we start off with the show, let's go for a quick commercial break. When we return, I get to introduce my guest and we set the ball rolling. Kindly do stay.
Get on the ball with BetFox. Experience Ghana's biggest ACA bonus, paying 1,000% and more, starting from just 2 selections. Boost your winnings and receive any withdrawals instantly on your Momo wallet. Register now at www.betfox.com.gh. BetFox, we boost them. Official betting sponsors for the EPL broadcast on Max TV.
You're welcome back from that commercial break. If you just joined, this is the Regale Show with me, Akosia Purple, live on MO7 Plus. So like I said earlier, I have with me via phone Mr. Louis Ohenedakon, who will be helping us with our discussions for today. Hello, Mr. Louis.
Hello, dear.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Regale Show right here on MO7 Plus.
Sure.
How are you doing, please?
You say?
How are you doing, please?
I'm good. How are you too?
I'm very well, thank you. So we are talking about Black Lives Matter.
Okay.
And so would want you to help us through our discussions.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so Mr. Louis, how would you define racism?
For me, racism is another race. Let's say a white man disrespecting a black man or seeing himself as a superior to the black man.
Okay, and is that supposed to happen, please? Is there any reason why people do that?
Yes. I mean, if you ask them, they will have reasons, and I'm sure it's not dated as in like in our years. It started way back, even before slave trades.
Okay, so that brings me to my second question, which is there any particular time or season that racism started, please?
For a time, I can't pinpoint a particular time, but then I know for sure that racism started way back, even before slave trade came into existence.
Okay, all right. So away from that, are you please a victim of racism?
No, I haven't experienced any sort of racism, but from the look of things, like watching football and documentaries, yes, I have.
Okay.
Like I've seen what happens to other race.
All right. How does that make you feel, please?
It makes me feel awful because I mean, at the end of the day, we are all one people. I mean, we are also human beings, if I can put it that way, and we shouldn't see another person less important or not important at all. We are all important. So far as we all have blood running through our system, we are all important.
We are all important. All right, Mr. Louis, what would you say is the reason why racism has not yet ceased? Because we've been hearing of, for me, when I was a kid, I used to hear of racism and all that. So now I still hear of that. What do you think is the reason why it is not deterred?
For the reasons like I said, it's best known to them. But from my little research that I've done, I think it all boils down to supremacy.
Okay.
Let's take, for instance, as we the blacks. I mean, some of the whites hate us for no reason. I mean, though research upon research has shown that the black man is the mother of all race. So I don't know if it's their reasons. Because if you look at the things that they brought to us, as in terms of religion, in terms of medicine and stuff, you can relate. If I can break it down in terms of religion, now if you go to the state, I mean they are selling churches and turning them into pubs. But even if you come down to Africa, if we are still going to church, and if you should ask yourself reasons, I mean it's very sad and difficult to even understand why God has the religion, and now they are selling the churches and even turning into pubs, but then we are still into it.
Okay.
And you understand?
Yes,
even if you look at some of our cultural beliefs and practices, like polygamy, it was helping us way back. But then now they said one man, one wife. And these same people have now turned around to say, okay, we should accept being gay. It doesn't really make sense. And if you look at skin bleaching, I mean, they have been indoctrinated us to the sense that we don't even appreciate our own skin color. We don't even appreciate our knowledge, our intelligence, even our resources that we have. If you look at our cultures, our river bodies, you understand, these are some of the things that, I mean, they are pushing us for us not to appreciate them. And for me, I can put them under racism.
All right. What would you say are some of the causes of racism? Are there even causes, if I may ask?
Yeah, for the causes, like I said, they so based down on supremacies. I mean, they think they are superior than us, or even if not us, I mean, they are superior than other races. You understand?
Yes,
so definitely they'll have a cause why they are doing that.
Do the cause have effect on society, please? The cause of racism, does it have any effect on society or even one's family?
Oh, yeah. For instance, like the religion that I mentioned earlier, if you go to Europe and stuff, the way they practice their religion is different from how we practice ours. You understand?
Yes, please.
Theirs are more reality, practical than what we do. Even also, if you look at the skin bleaching aspect of things I mentioned earlier, it's causing damages in our society. Now look at our women. I mean, they feel inferior if they are not light skinned. You understand? They are cutting their head into long ways. Right now, they are even not appreciating our culture. These are some of the effects it's having in our society, and it's really, I mean, affecting us and making us look down upon ourselves as humans.
Okay, so some of these blacks go beyond shores to further their education and all that. Do you think they face challenges? Because for some of the news we listen to or some of the news we watch on television, we get to realize that some of our brothers and sisters are not treated fairly at all. So what are some of the challenges they do face as blacks?
For the challenges, I mean, it's a lot. You understand? It's a lot. Because just imagine you are not home. I mean, you are out there working to provide food, or I mean better life for your family down here, and I mean you get faced with this I mean racist things. I mean it's definitely going to affect you. You understand?
Yes, please.
It's even if it doesn't, as far as you are human, you're definitely going to break down. I saw a video someone spitting on another person's face, and even if excuse me to say, pooping into another man's mouth. It's so absurd. Definitely, you're going to get affected with this.
Okay, thank you. Do blacks get quality health care beyond shores when they travel? This is a bit funny, but some of the times I was listening to news, I was reading some news online, and it was written there that when coronavirus came, most of the blacks lost their life more than the whites. I don't know how true that is, though. That's why I'm asking if they get quality health care beyond shores.
For quality
Healthcare.
For quality, I'll say it depends. Because if you should compare what they are having and what we are having here in our country as Africans, yes, it's more quality than ours. You understand?
Okay.
If you are sick, you call the ambulance, it's there on time. So for them to compare their quality of insurance or health to ours, yes, quality. That's why if you are there, you appreciate what you have been given. You can't complain. Because if you are here, you wouldn't get, what you have up there.
Oh, okay. So if I heard you right, it means that because they have quality healthcare, all the blacks there are also taking advantage of that, right?
Yeah, for sure. Though it might not work perfectly for them, but then it's better than what some of us are having here in Africa, in our own motherland.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Louis. But then, are there particular countries that practice racism, please?
So far, I can't pinpoint, but from what I've seen and read, I know Italy, they are more racist. I know Germany, even parts of England and United States, and even parts of Asia.
And there is no law against that?
For laws, in every country they have laws. It's all boils down to the human right. I hope you understand what I'm saying. It's all boils down to the human right.
Yes, please.
But as to whether they are enforcing the law to make it work, that's the problem. Because you can have an issue with an Asian, and if you go to the court of law, whether you are right or not, that person will have some privileges. Better than you. You understand?
Yes, please.
So if you are saying we have laws that protecting all humanity, then that privilege shouldn't be there in the first place.
All right. I stated earlier on that some of the blacks go outside the country because of educational purpose and all that. I would want to know if they are treated fairly, if they have the same educational rights with the whites.
For US, I can say yes, because I sister there who is enjoying that quality of education, yes.
Okay.
But then I'm sure other countries, they are not, especially in Asia, they are not.
Why do you think that is happening in Asia? Have you wronged them in any way?
Like I said earlier, it still goes down to supremacy. They see themselves more important than other races.
Okay.
So at the back of their mind, they feel they should they should always get quality stuff, important things, before you. So definitely in terms of education or even health, they'll get quality stuff.
All right. Would you please say Ghanaians go through racism because of ignorance?
Yes, ignorance is one. Lack of education is one. And also not appreciating yourself. It's also a factor. Because if you know your worth, if you know yourself, you wouldn't let this thing bother you. You understand?
Okay.
You're more focused on what you went there to achieve. So at the end of the day, if you are there to enlighten yourself or to work to get capital, you should always remember to come back home. To do better things.
Okay, Mr. Louis. So, like you said, if you know your worth Let's say I'm a black, and yes, I'm a black, no, let's say, and I go beyond shores. I know what I'm about, but then I'm in someone's country, and those people don't allow blacks to do certain things. How do I free myself from that?
Like I said, it still boils down to you being focused, because at the end of the day, you know why you are there, and you know you shouldn't, yeah. And sometimes you should know, where you are.
Okay.
In some part of states in the United States,
Yeah.
you should know you shouldn't go clubbing, especially if you don't have the right papers. You understand?
Okay.
You should know you shouldn't be having altercation with other races, because the gang-related issues are very high. Someone can even shoot you for no reason. You understand?
Okay.
So if you are focused and you know your work, if you go to work after work, you come home, you don't party. You put things right. At the end of the day, you can be in a jam, you can be at the wrong place at the wrong time and stuff. But those things, you can't avoid them.
You should be focused regardless. All right. Okay. Do you believe in individuals practicing racism unknowingly, please? At the workplace, in business, even in government, even in football games. Do you believe we do that unknowingly, please?
Yes. I do. Individuals also practice racism without even knowing. And it's hard to pinpoint such acts, or people knowing that. You understand?
Yes.
But then if you caution or you're being elected, I don't think you should be too egoistic not to apologize or not to say sorry or not to show love to the other person. Okay. You understand?
All right, Mr. Louis.
Yeah, especially like if you go to Italy, the way they've been brought up and stuff. Even at this 21st century, someone can be racist towards you without even knowing. You understand? But at the end of the day, like I said, you should know your work. You should know what you're about.
All right. So, like we blacks travel to other countries sometimes. We have the albinos, even the Liberians and the Nigerians in our midst as Ghanaians. Sometimes most Ghanaians also treat them very, very bad. Would you say it's because of pain? Because sometimes when they are showing stuff like that on television, our mothers, our fathers, if somebody from other country comes to Ghana, they tend to do a thing like that to those people, like treat them very bad. Do you think it's because of pain? Is it out of pain, or is out of ignorance still?
It's both. It can be pain, it can be ignorance. But at the end of the day, ask yourself, do you still have a brother who is not even a Nigerian or coming from any other country, being bad or acting, otherwise towards you? Yes, you still have people in your midst, your own blood, who act differently. You understand?
Okay.
Same with when you have a Nigerian who show you love. I have a Nigerian friend, Benzito, he's an actor now.
Okay.
Way back at school, he was cool. I never had problems with him. So if I go out and I hear people talking about Nigerians, I ask myself if it's the same Nigerian people they talk about. Because, the issues they talk about Nigerians, I don't see in that guy. You understand?
Yes, please.
So you can have a Ghanaian who will show you that attitude, and you can have a Nigerian who wouldn't.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, you have to know, how you treat people. I think that's the key.
All right. Okay. Treating people right should be the key. So, Mr. Louis, this is a platform for you to express your views to other countries or people who practice racism. What would be your word to them?
For me, I'll say everything should be about love.
Sure.
Everything should be about caring for each other. Because at the end of the day, tomorrow is promised. at the end of the day, the person that you're looking down upon can even help you tomorrow. You never know. You understand?
Sure.
So we should be about love. That's all I can say. Whether you are blue, whether you are pink, whether you are brown, I mean, we are still one people. It should be about love.
So different colors, one people. It should be about love, and it should always be about love and love alone. Thank you so much, Mr. Louis Ohenedako, for doing this with us. Do have a lovely day.
Sure, you too. Thank you for having me.
All right, we are grateful. Okay,
bye.
Sure, bye. Black Lives Matter. We won't stop saying until we don't need to say it any longer. To my producer and director, Miss Helena, and my DOP, Manasseh, thank you so much for the good work. To my cherished viewers, thank you so much for always welcoming us into your homes. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube and Facebook at MO7+, and of course on Instagram at MO7_+. I know you have been entertained, educated, and informed as well. My name is Akosia Peppo. Thank you for watching, and do have a beautiful day.